Osofo, hand over to you.
Yes, please, Papa. Papa Bibra, please. Papa Bibra, please. Papa has handed over to you.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate the way the network is fluctuating. I'm still wondering whether we'll be able to do something good.
So, Papa, can you go through the program with us?
Sure, that is okay. Okay. Okay, so currently we have the programs that we offer here. We have the SMT, we have the catechist training, that is a lay ministry training. I hope you are okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, please.
Yes, Papa. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please, Papa, I can hear.
All right, thank you. So we have the catechist training, and the catechist training, we have different models. We have the first one where we prepare catechists before they are consecrated.
I think Papa is off again. Wow. Okay, he's back. He's back. Papa Bibra, please. Please continue.
Papa Bibra. Papa Bibra. All right, so let me continue from where I ended.
Okay. I think he has come back. Please, your mic. Yes, Papa Bibra, please, your mic. Okay, now unmute. Unmute it now. Good. Okay.
Okay, so let me switch off the video. Maybe it will be a little okay. So as I was saying, we have the catechist consecration, catechist training, and we have the first one where we prepare them for consecration. That one we have given part to the presbyteries to do. Then they bring the catechists or the trainees here for their final session, the advanced session before they are consecrated. Then we have the level 2 where we concentrate on the catechists who have already been consecrated, but we bring them back for a top-up kind of program for them. Apart from that, we do also TOT program for catechist trainers, those who train the catechists. And then we also help in catechist consecrations and the others. One thing that used to also be the case was the family week, where now it has also been shifted to the presbyteries. In fact, initially, they would all even have their consecration.
Yeah. Okay. Papa is back.
This hide and seek program is.
Yeah, Baba.
Yes, sir. Okay. The other programs that we do, The other programs that we do is the training programs and retreat for all manner of people. We also do certificate programs. We have an MOU with PUC, the Presbytery University, and then we also have with Acrofi ACI. Currently, we also host continuing education for ministers and other programs. We have statutory programs that are coming from the head office, and then the non-statutory programs, people coming in, family retreat. We do chaplaincy retreats for companies. We do every kind of training, every kind of retreat program, every kind of conference. Once you bring it, we will handle it for you. For SMT began, I learned in the 1980s, where there was what we call a field ordination, where the moderator and his people will look out for people who are doing well, catechists or evangelists who are doing well on the field, and they would bring them to General Assembly or Synod, and they will right away consecrate you. If I learned that even one person, that one of the moderators went, he saw him there, and right there, he ordained the person. That is where it came from. But subsequently, they felt that such people needed training. And so there was a decision by the then Synod to orient such people and give them training, especially in liturgical areas, how to use the liturgy and all that. And that was when the SMT began. So that it was like an orientation for these people that they want to fast track them and also to train them in liturgics. And that was why we called it a special ministerial training. And it has been a head office program all this while. So it is kind of managed and done by the head office. So initially, they would do it, they'll select all their people and bring them for that orientation. They will do their coordination for them, and that was all. Even currently, you will see that the exams are not prepared from RTC. No, we don't mark the exams. Even the interview panel, RTC is not featured on it. It's just recently that the director has been given an approval to be on there. But otherwise, they will bring they'll do everything and just bring the trainees here for training. And after that, they will come for them, commission them, and that was all. And that is what has happened till now. Even though now they are trying to relieve some of the powers to the center. Even though initially the center was not really into SMT, but now it looks as if that is the major thing that we are doing. The catechist training has gone down because the presbyteries are doing most of them. They only come here for the advanced level. At a point in 2015,
okay, Papa is back. Papa, please, you can continue. You are on.
can I share screen?
Yeah,
Yes, I want to share the screen.
Please share. I've given you access.
No, it's not working. So
okay, just a minute. Papa, please share. You are the host now. Hello, Papa. It's off. Papa, please share the screen. It will come now. Papa Pepra. Papa Pepra, please go on, share the screen. Okay. I think we've lost him again. Papa Gilbert, I don't know whether
Yes,
we should try the Google Meet, whether it will work for him. But he's talking about network, so I don't know.
If it's the network, then either way.
It'll, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's continue. If it so happen that we may have to reschedule him.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he comes on, is he on?
Not yet, Papa. He's still not on.
Okay. If he comes on, we would ask whether we can reschedule him due to the network.
Okay, Papa.
Because I think the time is also taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're talking about ministry. And so the inner conviction we were talking about. And so biblically, there are some few examples in scripture, like Amos, who, when Amos was...
Papa, I think he has come on by using upon Pepra now. So let's
Yeah, I'm
just...
trying to...
Okay.
I'm trying to use another thing to see.
Okay.
So you can still allow me. Let me see if I can
allow you through the upon Pepra or the RTC program. Which one?
No, the RTC program still.
Okay. Okay. Okay, please. You have access now.
All right. All right. Oh, today is not favorable at all. I'm still not able to. All right, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Well, please, we
Then
can hear you.
This one will be okay without sharing the screen. So maybe I would have to do away with the screen sharing for now.
Recording in progress.
But you are using two devices. If you can mute one, okay.
Yes, I'm trying to use the phone as well as this, because look as if the phone is a little okay, if that is possible. Okay.
Yes, Papa.
Hope you can hear me now. It's okay.
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay. So let me try share the screen still and see what happens, but I will just be using this one. Okay. Okay. So as I said, it has become head of history. Within 2015 to 2017, there was what we call the special ministerial training, where some people who were already, it's supposed to have been people who were already on the field doing work as catechists, evangelists, and the others, to bring them to be trained so that they will receive a short training to become ministers. By that time, PCG needed a lot of ministers to take off some of the things that they were doing. And it became very, very important that we have such people coming on board. And that was done. But it was just for a short time. Then whilst here, I think in 2017, the center tried to have an MOU with Trinity Theological Seminary. So we are able to help those who had come in to do the especially. And that was when they began the certificate in ministry. But unfortunately, that was short-lived because by 2019, when I came, that had not been able to continue. But in 2018, the General Assembly kind of mandated RTC to review the curriculum for SMT. And not only SMT, some of the training programs that we also offer here. And that was when the new curriculum for SMT was launched in 2019. Through the process, General Assembly Council and all that they have gone through it, it was launched for use. It's supposed to be a 3-year program, but 4 sessions, 4 major sessions and 3 minor sessions. So it's a 3-year program. It's like going to the university and you count the years. Maybe if you are coming this year, you come 2023, 2024 as 1 year. That is how it is counted too. So once it is counted like that, once you come this year, you will finish next year minor session. And so within 3 years, you will be done, but you will do 4 major sessions and 3 minor sessions. The major session is 6 weeks, where you do your coursework, and the coursework is 12 courses per session. 12 courses per session. So once you come this year, you will do 12 courses. Next year, when you come the same, you do 12 courses until you finish. And we also have chaplaincy programs that we do to help build the formation aspect, because that is one of the major areas that this curriculum is supposed to focus on. And so we have a lot of chaplaincy programs, morning devotion. We begin from 6 a.m. in the morning with hymnal studies, and we end in the evening 8:30 with other chaplaincy programs. So time alone with God, moment of reflections, so many other things that we do to still enrich the formation part of the curriculum. Again, the minor session is in 2 weeks, and it's supposed to happen either in January or February. And the 2 weeks, in fact, per the design of the curriculum, 1 week is supposed to be for exams, and 1 week is for liturgical practice. So you come and you do liturgical practice. We also have practicum that you will have to go after your major session to go and do on the field, and it's 6 months. So 6 months, you are supposed to be attached to a congregation, and in fact, you are supposed to be in one congregation to look at the entirety of the congregation, what it stands for. And you are supposed to be given into a assistant minister who you would learn the life of a minister, how to handle the ministry, and all that. But it's unfortunate that some ministers do not really help in these matters. We also what we call the conferences, workshops, and seminars that we do. At least you're supposed to have 3 times whilst you are in session. Now we are trying to bring it online so that it becomes easier. So once you are picked, we begin an online course with you on the conferences kind of seminars where you learn on all those things. He's supposed to take care of courses that hitherto we would have done on campus, but we are unable to do because of the time. Then the last of them is the family week, where we spend some time. A week is supposed to be a week with the minister, the spouse, and then the children. Supposed to all come into session for 1 week, where we spend time with you. In fact, currently what we had even thought of was to even have the minister spouses coming with the ministers in the first week that they are coming for their major session. Then they will go and come back in the last week. But that did not happen. They didn't accept that. And so that did not happen. Because we find that so many ministers have challenges with their spouses when it comes to ministry. And so we are trying to do something of that sort, but it didn't work. Currently, for those who will be coming this year, we are planning of 1 week online course for the ministers and their spouses before they come to session, so that we'll be able to handle some of the things that are coming up also. For the entry requirements now, we depend on the General Assembly, as you know, and so the policy of the General Assembly stands. Currently, you are supposed to have a bachelor's degree to be able to come to SMT. Otherwise, there is a 10% window that is given where people who do not have a bachelor's degree are still able to get on board. But that one will come from a recommendation from your presbytery to the General Assembly, and then once it is accepted, then you come. Currently, we have some of them here. In fact, in the third years, those who are going to commission this year, we have one of them that came. In those who are in second year, we have about 3 or so, 2 or 3. Majority of them are in those who are in second year now. So we have those who do not have the bachelor's degree, but they are still able to come because there's a 10% window that is open for such people. For accreditation and certification, the SLT program and curriculum is accredited by the General Assembly Council of the Presbytery Church of Ghana as we have it. And when you finish, the certificate that is offered is the licentiate in ministry. That is certification, licentiate in ministry. But for now, the head office is trying to license you as a minister to be able to minister in a congregation. So once you finish, then you will receive that licentiate certificate. Prior to this point, you will receive a certificate of participation. But now things have changed. And so this is where we are. Even though we are still trying to see how we will still be able to add some academic certificates to it as the day goes by. In fact, the hesitation has been that they want RTC to be a ministry formation place where a kind of a professional training, like the Mokola kind of for the law in Ghana, so that if you go for your law or your legal training anywhere, you still have to go to Mokola before you are called to the bar. And that is kind of something that they want to do. So no matter what you do, you still come to Abetifi for a kind of a licensing program. And we are so in the phase of knowing how exactly this will work. But currently, those who are finishing, that is what they are going to be given, a licentiate in ministry. For those who might have done a bachelor's degree already, especially in theology, and those who have done MDiv, that is the Masters in Divinity, MTH, Masters in Theology, DMin, Doctor in Ministry, and PhD in Biblical Studies or Theology, all those trainees who are coming from this background, 3-year seminary experience, are given exemptions. So you'll be given an exemption to come for only 1 year. So when you come this year, by the next year, you will be finishing because you have 3 years seminary experience already. So you come and you focus on ministry training. So you prepare yourself for the field. For those who have done MA in missions and Christian ministry or other areas such as this, they are also likely to receive exemption, even though currently we have not given exemption for those ones. But they are likely to receive exemptions once we look at your certificate and your transcript and all that. In fact, even for those who have done the BTH and MDiv and the others, we would also want to look at your certificate, your transcript to see the courses and all that before we determine the kind of exemption that you fall into. Initially, this was done by the head office. So when the head office is bringing the people that they are coming to train, they will come with the specific exemptions that they want us to give to the people. But now a criteria has been given to the center based on which that is done. Okay, so I will end here. If there are any questions on SMT related, then we can handle it because of our time too.
Hello, Papa.
Yeah, Papa Isaac Pediaku.
Hello, Papa. Hello, Papa.
Yes.
I wanted to ask Reverend Brother. If people have been coming with PhD, masters, and we are writing the same paper of those who are coming with just a degree, who have not been, who doesn't have any background of the theology. They also write the same exams.
Okay. So, Baba upon paper. Baba, please, did you hear the question? Baba paper. I think it's off again. Baba Gilbert, can you help with the answers coming in?
Yeah.
Okay. Baba
Is it talking about? Is it talking about the entry exams or the exams at the center?
Yes.
About the entry exams.
Okay. So your question is that some are coming with higher qualification, but all of you are writing the same entry exams.
The same paper. Yes. Yes, I think that one. That is exactly what happens.
And
the
I think
exams is the same.
If I'll just quote Papa Pipra, he was saying that one is not controlled by the center. It is by the General Assembly Council. So they don't mark, they don't set the questions. Or Papa Giba is also. So it's the General Assembly Council. So that's what that one I don't know how.
If I may come in, there is a ministry called Committee on Ministry. So it's a committee on ministry that is tasked to do that. So they set the exams, they mark the exams and all that.
Okay, Papa Clement. So there's another hand. I've Gideon Abugri. Video number three.
Papa, thank you very much. Yes, with the exams, as to how you perform, and probably the preceding year, you based on that you'll be able to know how to.
Please, your line is breaking, so if you can reposition yourself and ask the question again. We didn't get it.
Okay,
Okay.
I think what he was asking is, can you hear me?
Yes, please, we can.
So I think what he was asking is, for those who might have written, they don't get the results. They don't know what they might have done, whether they did well or not, and all that. That has been the challenge since I think it began. Normally, once the head office gets the people that they want, after they have marked all the papers, they would just put a red line where they think is a pass mark, and all those who are above, who qualify, they write to them. But for us, those who are not able to make it, they don't say anything to us. And so if you don't receive any letter, then it means that you didn't make it. And it has been a challenge for not only you, but for so many people. In fact, even me, when I received my letter to go to, did I even receive the letter? I didn't even get the letter. I only heard that I have been picked for SMT training at Trinity because I've passed after I've written the exams. But I never saw my results. I never got my letter. I was told, and later on I had to go for the interview. They told me I have to go for the interview. I didn't receive any letter. Until later on, I heard that I passed and I have to go to school. So it's a serious challenge. I don't know how the head office will work on that, but it's not only for the SMT, but also for the Trinity. And so once you don't get it, it means that you have not passed. Once you pass, they will contact you.
Okay. So any more questions? Baba Gilbert, please, are you adding something to it, or is okay?
What I would add to it is usually after the marking, the information on the marks is actually shared at General Assembly Council. That is where they discuss and discuss those who have passed and those who have to be given another chance at another time. And so that information is shared at that quarters and it never trickles down. But now, when you have, like Osofo said, those who pass, then they give you the letter. Even with the SMT, you don't receive an individual letter. So they give a letter, like if in the Volta Presbytery 3 people have passed, then they are giving a letter is given to the Volta Presbytery with the 3 people's name on it. But as to how much they had to pass, it is not mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Baba. Please, any more questions? Do you have more questions coming in?
Yes, Papa.
Okay.
I would like to find out from our it's like if I heard him right, he was saying that those qualifications, like if you come with degree or even masters in theological field, the certificate that you are going to receive at the end of the session or at the end of the course, is it in case you came with Bachelor of Science or Bachelor program, are you going to receive something like Masters, or is a certificate program that they are running over there?
All right. Thank you. It's not a certificate program per se. This is currently we are running something like a licensing program, a professional license by the church. So if you came with a degree, you are not going to have a master's degree because this one is not an academic certificate. However, it is a professional certificate from your employer to certify that you have been licensed to be able to work as a minister of the Presbytery Church of Ghana. That is what we have now. So this is not going to be an academic certificate, but this is going to be a professional certificate. If that is okay with you.
Yes, Papa. Thank you very much, Papa.
All right.
Okay. So, Papa Prince Labi Yonchi.
Thank you, Papa. Papa, please, I'd like to find out if I enter the SMT with MPhil, but my MPhil is not related to ministerial programs like theology, divinity, and others. And after completion, I want to do my PhD relating to ministerial programs. Will it be allowed?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You see, that might not be easy, especially once you don't have the background to the PhD program. So you would have the certificate. This one, that's why I'm saying that what you are coming to do is not an academic certificate I can use to do a PhD. This is only a professional certificate from your employer or a licensing certificate. So that is a little different from an academic certificate. And so you cannot use what you have here for a PhD. You may, if you want to do a PhD in theology, then you may have to go and do either an MPhil in theology or an